Hi, I'm Dennis Dimick, and today we're talking about how we're going to feed the planet at mid-century when we're at 9 billion people, let alone the 7 billion we have on the planet right now.
Baruch here with genConnect.com, talking with expert Dennis Dimick. How are you, Dennis?
I'm great. Thanks for having me in today.
Thanks for being here.
Pleasure.
Now, we're here at the Aspen Environment Forum, and later today you'll be hosting a discussion around the question of how we're going to feed our planet, feed the population on the planet once we reach 9 billion.
That's right.
Well, how are we going to feed people tomorrow?
Well, that's just as relevant a question. So what we have today is we have 7 billion people on the planet. 1 million of them are overfed and 1 million of them go hungry. So as you go forward to mid-century, you're going to have to add 2 billion more people to do that. And the common perception is that, oh, well, we'll just cut down more forests, turn them into more farms. That's historically how we've done it. And we've increased yield on crops on acres, and that's how we've done it. But now we've run out of rainforest. If you want to save forests, you can't keep cutting them down for farms. So a couple of interesting things that will come out today. For example, in our panel, John Foley from the University of Minnesota has done a study about how we use landscapes. And if you just look, for example, at the upper Midwest in the United States, what do we use our corn land for? Well, if you look at the yield of an acre of corn in the upper Midwest, 50% of that goes to feed livestock, beef. You want to eat beef? 50% of it goes to that. A quarter of it goes to ethanol to put in your fuel tank. And most of the rest of it goes to high fructose corn syrup. So very little of that output from the richest landscape on the world is actually feeding people. Another thing, you could reduce food waste, both in production. On the production side, in developing countries, they have poor storage and transportation systems. And on the demand side, if you just look at the United States, there's one study out that said if you could just reduce, global consumption of food by 500 calories a day, you'd go almost 10% of the way there towards helping meet future food needs by mid-century. So it's more than just supply side. It's like, let's take a look at the demand side and what are we doing on the demand side for the landscapes we already have in play.
And hopefully with a reevaluation of the landscapes, we'll not only become more efficient, but also begin to produce crops that will feed our population in hopefully a more healthy way.
Sure.
Less high fructose corn syrup, more whole grain.
Yeah, sure. Less, do we really need to eat all the amount of meat that we do? I mean, it's fine that people want to do that, but at the same time, it is probably healthier if you don't eat so much of it.
Thank you very much, Dennis.
Pleasure.
And for more with Dennis Dimick and to learn more about the environment and what you can do to really make a difference, be sure to check out genConnect.com.